Welcome back to Conquer and Climb, a Riftbound podcast where three people of varying skill levels try to conquer and climb. Let's kick it off with our weeks in Riftbound. How was your week?
Whoa. Let's not skip our introductions, Cro and Vro.
Cro and Vro, Vro and Cro, Mr. Plus and Vro and Pro.
Exactly.
Rap God over here. All right, Rap God, what was your week in Riftbound like?
Very, very busy week. I mean, I read all the cards. I played against every champion.
Hey, what do you know what Flash does?
Oh, yeah. So what it does is when you press F, it teleports your champion.
He's not a Flash on D
Uneventful
player.
Uneventful, so no locals.
No locals.
What about you?
No locals, but I did look over a lot of the card pool going into the next set. I have primarily been looking at the purple and yellow cards because I will become the Kennen One Trick. I am taking Kennen to every regional championship I go to.
Ooh.
You are the Kennen.
That's probably a lie, to be honest. But
No, I mean, I might play Kennen too. My week in Riftbound has just been testing a bunch of set 4. None of us hit locals this week. I've just been so invested in testing Vendetta that I couldn't bring myself to go play Unleashed one last time. But I did get to do some casting for some Unleashed, so I got to send it off into the sunset a little bit, and now I'm ready to focus all in on Vendetta, which is going to be super important for this week because at the end of this week, pre-rift time.
And we're all going.
We're all going to hit it. So I'm going to try to go to multiple. Pre-rifts are a great time, but before we head into pre-rift talk, we wanted to just quickly go over latest Riftbound news, since in between this week's episode and last, we got a big, semi-big change. We got, maybe you think it's pretty big. We got 10 cards in our sideboards now instead of only 8. So
now we have a spot dedicated to specific color hate.
The decrees.
Yes.
Decree spots.
Yeah, we have 25% of our deck can be sided out now, which is pretty crazy. That almost makes me wonder if we're going to see some switchboard game plans, like where you can switch it up maybe. But that was a pretty big change. What do you guys think about that?
I am excited because it makes deck building a lot easier, and I don't have to think as hard.
For me, it hasn't changed anything. Mostly because I haven't built a deck, so I've just been trying decks. I haven't committed to one yet, so nothing to compare.
I'm excited about it for the same reason. I mean, more deck building space is always nice. And then aside from that, the other big change was some bans. So we actually talked about it in it might have been the last episode. No, I think it was the episode before, where we talked about the infinite combo, where I was explaining to you with that Stealthy Pursuer card, and they banned it. So you will not see it.
Good.
No, apparently it was super consistent in testing. Maybe not super consistent, maybe that's like an overstatement, but it was consistent enough that they felt it warranted a preemptive ban. So it goes into effect this week, I think. And then, obviously, by the time Vendetta comes out, there will be no more Stealthy Pursuer. And then the other 2 bans
are going to be... Oh, you don't know that. Arena's Greatest and Aspirant's Climb. No plus points, no minus points.
Yeah, Aspirant's Climb, our banner, our channel banners.
Some BS, dude.
It's no more.
That's some BS.
Yeah.
What are you going to put in the Ivern Arena pool now?
You can't cheese
really
people
matters.
with your bush attacking.
Biomaw's layer, bro.
Oh my god.
What do you think about those change? I mean, obviously the Stealthy Pursuer thing's kind of irrelevant to you, but as far as those battlefields go, does that think that
I don't mind having the plus or minus points total to win or lose the game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that matters that much. I don't know if they see it being a problem in the future.
I was wondering how you would think about it just as a new player, like if maybe changing that aspect of the game kind of like feels a little too, I don't know, different from just, having a standard rule set of like, we always play to 8.
I think consistency is always good.
Yeah.
But the appeal of the arenas is that it changes how the game plays. So I didn't really bother me when I was learning.
Okay. What about you?
I'm pissed. No, I honestly don't care. I think that the Arena's Greatest helps a lot. I think changing the point total benefits certain playstyles way more than people realize. Because games where an aggro deck or a more aggressive strategy or conquering strategy, as we were talking about last video, Arena's Greatest is so broken because you start at the extra point, and on turn 2 you're already at 2 points, so you just need to double conquer twice, I guess, and then you win. No, not
Well,
twice.
you're at
but
6 though.
four. Yeah. So you get a pressure really early and force your opposing deck into very strange situations. And the Aspirant's Climb, though, I think is nice because in theory it makes the game shorter, which we were talking about in the very first episode.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think that it makes holding / controlling / more mid-rangey strategies a lot more difficult to play in a weird way because you don't have that extra point cushion to stabilize now.
You're talking about Arena's Greatest?
No, I'm talking about Aspirant's Climb now. Sorry.
Wait, but that one makes it take an extra point.
Yeah. So the games would go shorter because you don't have that extra point moving forward.
Oh, I see.
And then at the same time, your hold decks and your like controlling strategies, they don't have enough time to or
I think you're saying this backwards.
I think I am too.
Yeah, I'm pretty
I am
sure
too.
you're saying this backwards. But
Nice.
yeah, because Aspirant's Climb makes the game take longer. That's why
Yeah.
all of the control decks play it,
So then
because
the
it
game-
gives him that extra turn.
Yeah. So that's my point though. It's
Yeah.
like you don't have that extra point, so control decks are gonna have a
Oh,
harder
you're talking
time.
about without it.
Yeah, without it, without Aspirant's Climb in the
Because you
format,
were
we're in the
talking
game
about
anymore.
Arena's Greatest with it, and then you
Oh,
switched
yeah,
to
okay,
Aspirants,
okay,
and
hold
you
on.
talked about the opposite.
All right, from the top, Arena's Greatest +1 point aggro decks are going to be a
Sad.
lot worse.
They're crying.
They're crying a little
Without it,
bit,
Draven's
and they
crying
have
right
to
now.
play a lot more fair into the hold type decks. And then with Aspirant's Climb, hold decks are sad. What's the other deck? The
Control decks?
stupid aura. The
So
Dazzling
Dazzling
Aurora.
Aurora.
Dazzling Aurora
Yeah,
decks are
actually,
sad.
last time I played Dazzling Aurora, I played against another Aurora, and we just happened to both put out Aspirants at the same time and had to play to 10 points. And so I'm glad that these battlefields are gone, because it felt like it was just kind of a mandatory include for some decks. I mean, like you were saying, almost every deck was running Arena's Greatest. Even decks that you didn't think were necessarily, like at first glance, would be running it, like maybe like Master Yi, they were still running it. So it's just that powerful to have Arena's Greatest on the play. And I think it's great. I mean, I talked about it a little bit on the last Runes and Rift broadcast that I did, that I think that it's nice to just, like we talked about just a little bit ago, to have a concise, like every game is to 8.
Consistency,
Yeah, so it just makes it sure that every game is like a quote-unquote honest game of Riftbound. You're not going to get cheesed out by Greatest or Aspirant's Climb. And I didn't personally like have a problem with the battlefields, kind of like you guys were saying, but I'm cool with them being gone. So I think the ban list overall, I mean, I'm happy with it. I didn't expect a bunch of changes, and we didn't get a bunch of changes. We just got those 2 battlefields and then the 1 infinite combo card. And then aside from that, we also got some erratas. If I recall correctly, it's like Draven Vanquisher, Diana, Lunari, Fizz, Playful Trickster, or maybe that, I can't remember what his subtitle is, and then Emperor's Deus. And essentially the erratas, I believe, are just like making it so you can't do the temporary the optional caution shenanigans. Like with the Deus, you could technically return your unit back to hand and not pay the cost. You just wouldn't get the Sand Soldier. Now, I think you always have to pay if you want the bounce in Sand Soldier. Similarly for the Diana and the Draven. The only one that is a little bit different was the Fizz, who now always recycles the spell that he plays, I believe is how the errata effectively changed it. So if you play a Fizz to like Star-Crossed and your opponent defies it, it doesn't go back into your trash just for you to be able to try and Fizz it again. Now it always goes to the bottom. So I'm not sure if you had a lot of exposure to any of those cards. Did you ever play against Fizz at all?
Nope.
No?
Is he off meta?
No, he's a very popular card in the purple decks.
Actually, I haven't played against a lot of purple in general.
Okay.
I don't know if it's just our area, but I feel like I've seen a lot of orange, and I've seen a lot of, I guess Vex is purple, huh?
Yeah,
I
purple
play
green.
against Vex.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know but Vex doesn't play Fizz typically, maybe. I'm not sure. I don't think I've seen like a
Fizz
ton.
is just broken.
I mean, yeah, Fizz is just a generically strong card in purple, and playing stuff from your chash is good. So I think overall, some cool changes. The erratas, I mean, you have anything to add to the errata?
I hate this change. No, this change is fine. I think that it makes the rules a lot easier and doesn't allow for cheesing or anything like that.
Pay what is owed.
Pay what is owed. Pay your taxes.
Nice. So that's about it for Week in Riftbound and updates. We try to include Riftbound news and updates when we can, like if it's something big or pretty relevant to the ongoing, or just straight up cool. But these were some good changes, I think, overall. So we could probably head on over to the main topic of the pod.
What is going to be happening for this new launch?
For the pre-rift.
For the pre-rift.
Yeah.
The Nexus Night pre-rift.
This is our guy's first pre-rift event. So
actually, it's mine too.
No way.
I never played a pre-rift.
Don't take this from me. Our first pre-rift.
Nice. That's actually super hype. I for some reason thought you had done one before.
No, I just do a bunch of pre-releases. I played Magic pre-release, I played Fab pre-release, but I have not played Riftbound.
It's because you're scared.
All right, well, then I'll kick it off with what to expect at pre-rift. First and foremost, this is a sealed format. Have you played sealed before?
I have. It's where you open up the packs and then you pass around.
That's draft.
Cards. That's draft. Is it just
sealed? Is just open the packs and build a deck out of those packs.
How many packs do you get normally?
You get 6. Riftbound is a little unique because one of the packs, and this is also unique to this pre-rift, one of the packs is tailored towards a specific legend. So you're gonna get a pack.
He's a collie.
You'll get 5 standard Vendetta packs.
Yeah.
And then one pack will be in a clear package, and it'll be one of the 9 legends. Usually, the past
please not Jace, bro.
Yeah, I think the past or all of the previous pre-rifts, you got there was only 5 or 6 of the 12 legends that you could get. And this time you can get any one of all 9 of them.
That's exciting.
So it's cool that basically what it is if you get a Akali pack or whatever, it'll be a pack exclusively comprised of green and red cards, and they'll be tailored towards Akali.
They won't be some of the.
They won't be like the red Zed cards. They'll be more of the red Akali cards and stuff like that. So it's just to give you some sense of direction for deck building. You don't have to play that leader, but obviously you're going to
you have something no matter what. Even if you get a bunch of weird variety.
And in case for whatever reason in your 5 packs you don't open a legend, you always have that one guaranteed.
That's exciting. I didn't know we were getting 6 packs because that means the ticket pays for itself.
Exactly.
That's a big win.
It is a big win. It's really fun. That's why I try to do as many as I can. But yeah, so this is a sealed. So like I said, 6 packs. One of them will give you a specific set hero with their colors, and then 5 random packs. The other unique thing about this format that I personally have been loving, that I think you guys are going to really enjoy, is it's a 3-color format. So you actually get to run 3 different domains rather than just 2. And you can, if you don't have a legend, you can pick any 3 domains. So you can opt to not run a legend and just run whatever 3 colors you want. But if you do run a legend, you have to run their 2 colors plus whatever tertiary color you pick.
Is there any other benefits besides having the 3 colors for not running a legend? Or is
it so if you're not running a legend or a chosen champ, either one, then you draw an extra card on your first turn.
Oh, that's pretty good.
You could draw 2 cards.
I don't know.
Yeah, so a lot of the times, in the past, I'll not pick a legend and I'll just pick a chosen champ, because another unique rule about pre-rifts is you can put any champion unit in your chosen champ zone. It doesn't even have to match your legend if you are playing a legend.
Okay.
Wait, so in Spirit Forge, you could have played Fizz?
Yeah. Yeah. You could have whatever. I mean, it's a really fun format, so I think you guys are going to like it. But yeah, there's some other, I'm trying to think if there's any other specific rules that shake things up. So yeah, you got your 3 colors. You can choose whether or not you want to run a legend or a chosen champ. If you're missing one, you get that extra draw, and then you can run.
There's only 1 extra draw.
Correct. Yeah. And it's at your beginning step, I think. So it's
man.
And then let's see. Yeah. So it's at your beginning step, so you don't get it included in your mulligan.
Yeah.
And then
You were thinking it was in the mulligan, huh? That's why you're hyped for it.
No, I was thinking that it was like
Static the whole time.
If you didn't get one, if you didn't get like you could opt out of playing both the chosen champion and the leader.
Oh,
it's one
so
or the other.
You can draw 2 cards.
No, yeah, it's one or the other. But you obviously typically want the chosen champ because that's like
card.
drawing an extra card. So,
Yeah.
but it's fun to just play straight up with a chosen champ and a legend too. Like I've done both. I've done neither. Or no, sorry, I've never done neither. I always have a chosen champ at least. But yeah, it's a really fun format.
Chosen champ over legend. Why is that?
Just because like some of the legends can be like rather pointed, like they're very specific, and if your card pool doesn't really complement it really well, then you might as well just get the extra card draw. With that, I mean, we could kind of go talk about the legends in this set and do like a little bit of a overview. I mean, we know what the 9 legends are. We can pull them up real quick just for your benefit, but they have what's it called? The 9 legends are Akali, Renekton, Zed, Nasus, Shen, Jace, Mel, Ambessa, and Kennen. So again, you can get any one of these 9 in your pre-rift pack. So that'll be cool. For me, I think it's a different foiling of the leader in that pre-rift pack. I haven't had that confirmed, but like in the past when I got like the Renata one and then I pulled one in a pack, I just feel like the pre-rift one looks different. Might be talking out of school, but I think it's a unique one. So if you do get a Kennen pack, get a little
Kennen with aura.
Yeah, Kennen with a little bit of extra aura, but
until I win best of Kennen.
Just off the top of your head, which of these 9 would you be hoping to pull as your pack?
I'd definitely be interested in Akali. I'd be interested in Nasus. And I think I would be interested in Zed for the aura.
This guy.
What about you? You're just trying to get the Kennen?
I just want the Kennen pack, to be honest.
Yeah.
I either want... No, actually, I don't care about the Kennen pack. I need to get the Kennen Epic.
Oh, yeah.
That card is sick.
The chosen
that
champ?
card's going to be broken. In,
you don't got a second pick.
I don't got a second? I just want to play Nasus.
Bro, choose a second pick, bro.
I'll pick Nasus or... I'll be the hater. I'll pick Jace. I think Jace.
Oh my god.
Bro, it literally says ready to gear. He actually ready 2 gears.
No, the art actually.
No, you can't go back.
Whoa.
No, you can't go back.
So I can't change my opinion with breaking news?
This guy calls it negative aura.
He had negative aura in the leaks, bro. Okay? He looked like he was right out of a McDonald's dumpster. He's got a whole suit and tie on in that one.
There's an infinite combo with Jace that's kind of cool. So, if you're interested in trying to pull off an infinite, you could try that.
Is that plus aura?
I don't know. But yeah, I mean, for me, like looking at the 9 legends, I don't know how important playing a legend in the pre-rift format is yet. I haven't really sat down and thought about it heavily, but like, I mean, Renekton, maybe Renekton is busted in limited because typically in limited your deck quality is lower because you're just playing with randomly assembled cards. So whoever can like kind of get an early advantage can sometimes run away with it in certain like formats of the limited set, but that might give some credence to playing this guy. It's just so like turn 1 you play double 2 drop and you just race him. But outside of that, I mean, Shen.
Oh, so you burn energy to play another card.
You burn 2 energy to you burn 2 runes to get 2 floating energy. But so what you do is you tap the runes first. So like turn 1 you have 2 runes, right?
Yeah.
You tap the 2 and you float 2 energy. Then you use his effect to recycle both of them and get 2 more energy. So now you have 4 floating on turn 1, and then you can go 2 drop 2 drop, or just a 4 drop on turn 1.
And since ambush is back, you can use it to combat trick in creatures.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is pretty.
I mean, it's definitely an early game advantage rather than
But like some of these, like Nasus, like I don't feel like you would probably run Nasus in a limited format, and like unless you get like a critical mass of 7 or higher cards. But I don't imagine you're going to be pulling a bunch of those. So
We could just go down the list.
sure.
So let's start off with a collie.
Yeah, so a collie, empower for 3, and then
1 power.
and 1 power, and then action tap her if it's your turn, move a friendly unit in a showdown to base, and if I'm empowered, you also ready it. So I think that's like, I mean, just the
Generally
action,
good.
the action alone, like just to save a guy in case you get got in a when you're attacking and you're like, oh, they got me with the combat trick or an ambush or something. I'll just retreat, save my guy. I think it's like a generically decent effect in limited that you would probably warrant running her. The empowered effect is nice, the getting the ready, especially if you do get a bunch of ambush cards.
Yeah.
Because then you can like, this is what my like constructed Akali brew that I was messing around with was just revolved around a bunch of ambush units, because then her leader essentially reads like give any ambush unit accelerate for free, because you like go in and attack, ambush something in, and then use her to put the thing you just ambushed in into base and ready it.
It's just a conquer point.
So you just get to like
It's an uber conquer deck.
it can be really fast if you play it like that. And then obviously in constructed you have stuff like Stellacorn Herders, so you could just draw a billion cards with that effect.
Ooh.
Yeah, so but in limited, I don't know how much you're going to be paying for empower costs in limited. I feel like that might be too slow. Like you really don't want to fall behind in like board presence and tempo because of how limited you are with your card pool. Oh, I think it's if I remember right, it's a 25 card deck in limited.
Oh, that's tiny.
Yeah, well, minimum, but yeah, it's not.
It's still tiny.
Yeah, but I was trying to remember all the limited rules, but they'll go over them at your pre-rift, so don't worry. You don't have to know everything going in if you're a new player or whatever.
Thank
So,
God.
What do you think of
God.
Akali though?
Yeah,
I think she just sounds good. It just sounds generally good.
sounds
to be
like
able to
something
ready.
you'd want to run.
Yeah, I genuinely like to play more fast-paced decks. So being able to ready something or move things back to preserve like a unit pool, I think just generally sounds good and kind of up my alley.
Okay. Yeah, I would be down to run a collie if I end up pulling her. So, and then Renekton we just talked about. We can go past Renekton. Zed. So Zed is obviously our red-purple
Aura
legend for this set. He's got action. Whenever you banish a card you own, empower me, and then as an action, you disempower him to discard 1, then draw 1. So this one feels very like you really have to pull the right cards because his thing is so specific. You have to banish a card you own to empower me. This is designed around the flow mechanic, like we talked about in our overview when we were talking about Vendetta. When you play stuff with flow from the trash, it gets banished afterwards, and that's typically how you try to get the empower on him, and then from there it's just discard, draw. But it really would, I think, come down to how many flow cards you end up pulling in your pool, whether or not you want to play Zed. But obviously that's the beauty of them giving you these tailored packs. If you pull the Zed pack, more than likely there's going to be a lot of cards in there that synergize with that. So
what I will say though is that Zed itself synergizes really well with shadow tokens, the shadow clone tokens.
But that's only if you get like shadow clone generators.
No, yeah, that's what I mean. Is like
because there's not a lot outside of his like I think the only things that generate him are the 2 champions, and then the specialization, which 2 of those are epics.
Yeah.
So I don't remember if you get the chosen champ in the pack, like if you get the rare Zed.
You get the rare Zed.
Okay, so if you get the rare Zed, then like maybe if you can facilitate, because I think the rare one is the purple one, which is on Conquer make a shadow clone.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But still, I still think that generating the shadow clones are good enough.
Yeah, it's free extra value for sure.
The extra value from the thing, and plus, these shadow clones are just for attackers for free sometimes.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, I would play Zed if I pulled him.
Yeah,
Yeah, he sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, generally good.
Yeah,
generally good.
I think we all would. Draw. Yeah, well, basically, we'll do thumbs up or thumbs down if you should pass this up in the year if you pull this one.
So Akali.
So yeah, we got a thumbs up for Akali. What did we think about Renekton?
Renekton, we thought
thumbs up. Yeah.
Uber thumbs up.
What about you? Did you think thumbs up on Renekton?
I think I'd have to pay more attention to the red and orange card pool because you
play
can't
Yi,
be,
bro.
but you can't be getting down on like runes like that in like. There still are fundamentals to the game. You don't want to lose too many resources. You also don't want like Akali's big thumbs up because you can generate a backline for free almost, and you need the backline so you have pressure and like counter plays to your opponents because even though creatures take 2 turns to use, they're still the best cards in the game.
Yeah.
Whether you like to admit it or not, that's how you win. That's how you win. That's how you win.
Okay. That's true.
That's how you win.
You have to have units.
You have to have units to win the game.
Yes.
Yeah, for me, I would probably avoid Renekton personally. I'm like, I've tried to play him even in constructed, and I'm just like not a fan of that effect. Unless you're playing seals. If you're playing seals and you get early seals on board, then Renekton can feel pretty crazy.
Dude, seals with Renektons are broken.
Yeah,
you just need 2 of them. And
but in limited, probably not for me. And then we gave thumbs up to Zed and Nasus. We should read it. I mean, we talked about it, but I didn't read his effect. When you play unit, gear, or activated ability with an energy cost of 7 or more, you may exhaust me to ready up to 2 runes. So he's trying to do like a blue-green version of Annie, but with like bigger stuff. Instead of being a like more low to the ground mid-range value deck, he's the opposite, playing on the tall end, which is fitting for, you know, the scaler, Nasus, the late game monster. But in a limited setting, like I said, I mean, maybe if you pull the Nasus pack, you'll be like, wow, all 15 of these cards cost 7 or more, but I doubt that.
So it's just too expensive to be viable in the...
I just feel like it'll be like really slow and hard to like maximize Nasus in limited. He's already kind of hard to get the most out of in constructed, so, but maybe I'll be proven wrong. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I think he looks cool. That's why I wanted to play him, but you know, you're making it sound pretty rough.
What about you?
I don't know. I have to see the 7 drops because I think if there's enough 7 drops that are actually worth running, I guess. Because waiting to get to turn 3, turn 4 in some cases. No, that's too rough, that's too long. That's too long. Plus, you're not playing.
I want to play the game.
Yeah, and you're not playing like discipline, and you're not playing things like.
And you don't have ramp because you don't have like his signature spell, unless I guess you get lucky enough to pull it. Or
but even the signature spell, you have to wait 2 turns to play. Like, I'd rather just play a creature.
Yeah.
So, I think that if you open the Nasus pack,
fast,
bro, you gotta think about drawing that extra card. That extra card might be worth a lot more.
Yeah.
Especially in limited.
All right.
Nasus, not the one.
What about Shen? Shen is the most basic champion in the set. Legend. I mean, Eye of the Twilight. Give action, tap him, give a friendly unit tank. This turn. It's boring. It doesn't like, you don't read it and get all excited about it.
It's good though.
But it's good.
It's
like
good.
Especially in the limited format. Like I'm not crazy about him in constructed, but in limited, that tank keyword could totally throw off your opponent's ability to effectively trade.
And the fact that it doesn't cost anything but tapping.
Yeah. So I mean, especially with ambush, like if you can ambush in something like on defense that is bigger than whatever they're attacking with, and then give it tank and save your unit. I don't know. I feel like this will probably be like a sleeper strong legend in the limited format.
You know, I wouldn't be hyped to see him in a pack, but I'd definitely play him if I got him.
Me, I don't know. I think it depends on your green-yellow pool. Because, yeah, you can add the extra color, but at the same time, if your green-yellow cards are really bad, I don't want to play this guy.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you can't keep saying that, man.
No, but
it always depends on the pool of cards you have.
No, yeah, but you get what I'm saying there, where it's like, if you have a lot of really good green-yellow cards, and then you're going to splash the orange, it's like, of course you're going to play Shen. And, like, there's no reason why you wouldn't play Shen. But if your green-yellow pool is, like, just the Shen pack, and then you go into the rest of your packs and you're like, wow, my red and orange and like purple pool is way better than my green yellow.
Yeah.
Then it's like, I'd rather draw the card.
So let's assume that you see this champ and you get the cards to play them, at least the minimum.
Oh, like you mean like the most banger green yellow cards?
You get your ideal setup.
Oh, I'm playing him every time.
No, I think it is. I mean, you brought up a good point. Like that tertiary color can make a big difference, and it's something that like I hadn't considered very much, like in regards to evaluating these leaders' power levels, because not all of them, like Zed, I don't know that he's getting a whole lot from the extra color. Akali,
Oh, it would be insane.
Akali
You get the
might.
blue card. That's
I was gonna
basically
say there's the when I move draw. So
Yeah.
there is a card that Akali could go crazy with potentially. So like that third color can make some of these legends pretty sick. Renekton maybe like a lot of his legend is built around that color scheme. So there might be something that you can abuse by having access to that third color. So maybe in hindsight, Renekton's a little better than I thought. But Nasus, like we'd have to specifically look at 7 or greater cards in the set and see if there's anything in other colors like enough. But again, I think probably not.
Dude, I would like hard pass on that. Like I'm not I like
Just rip the
respectfully.
card
I
that
love
you-
playing Nasus
Yeah.
in League. I was excited for him when he came out. I saw the hero text and I'm like, what is this? What is this place?
I
dude?
wanted to stack Decaying.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I wanted like XP equivalent. Like they added XP. No, they added Empower for Kale.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to stack Empower counters on my Nasus.
That
and,
would have
like,
been cool, actually.
do something
Yeah,
like that,
something
but
like
instead
the
they do
Kale,
it with runes, and
where
I'm like,
Nasus could have any amount of empowers. That would have been cool.
yeah,
Lame.
lame.
Yeah.
So you want
but-
to give Gladiator it?
Yeah.
What are you picking on? What are you picking on Shen?
Oh yeah, Shen. I would pick
I'd
Shen
play
up.
him, yeah.
I play Shen.
Probably wouldn't.
Yeah.
Depending on the card pool. If I get good green yellow, thumbs up. If I don't get good green yellow, man, I'm drawing the extra card.
All right. What about Jace? Next up, Defender of Tomorrow. He's got Empower for 2 energy and 2 power, and his base ability is tap 1, tap him, ready a gear. If he's empowered, it's tap 1, tap him to ready 2 gear.
Man, that's pretty good.
I mean, this is again, we'd have to look at the gear, but this is another example of like maybe there's a gear in one of those other colors that he doesn't have access to that he can abuse very, very well.
Not playing Jace.
All right. So we got a pass from our resident Jace
Okay,
hater.
but why?
I don't know, bro. It's just a vibe.
This is kind of what I was talking about before, though, about like some of the legends being very pointed, right?
Yeah.
This guy is specifically only interacts with gear.
Gear, yeah.
So if you don't draw a bunch of gear
Then you
cards,
can't play him.
then why run him? Just
Yeah.
play no legend and pick a chosen champ instead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel the same way. It's like I'd just rather play. It's the same Shen thing where it's like if I don't get enough unit gears, there's no point because he can play like super aggressive.
But Shen can give any unit in the game tank. This is
It's
is
just
way
gear.
more
It's
pointed.
very
This
specific.
is like
No, I know, but my gear pool is trash. Then why would I play him?
that. I know,
Yeah,
but that doesn't
that's my
apply to
point.
Shen. You said you lumped Shen in with him. Shen.
I know, but like
Shen's the goat.
Start putting respect on Shen's
Do
name.
not
All
put
right.
Jace and Shen in the same category.
bro, he chills in the river, dude.
Yeah. I think we're all passing on Jace for limited. Let's go to the next
I
one.
think-
then.
I think he's gonna be
But
good
he
in
might be
construction.
goated if you get good Giga Lucky and there's that one guy that you just know just always gets Giga Lucky with like sealed and limited in that, and they just are like, oh, I have all.
I would
the...
have to look at the gears printed in
Do you
this
think in
set.
construction he's gonna be good? I think he's gonna be good.
Well, that's still a point of debate right now because it's whether or not you're going to play him with an actual like gear centric deck where you're trying to use the effect,
Or the gear units.
or if you're just going to make him an Aurora deck, and then
Oh.
he's just an Aurora slop deck.
Bro, I hate Aurora Slot.
Yeah.
Man, get
Um,
more creative.
Let's
bro.
make
Yeah.
Kennen an Aurora slop deck.
he can't play it. He's not orange. All right, Soul's Reflection. This is Mel. So she's our blue purple.
Oh, she's got aura.
She's when you empower something else, empower me. And then her effect is to disempower her and tap her to give a unit at a battlefield -2.
I like that. I think it has too many steps. Like I think that's just a worse Ari.
You need a bunch of empower cards like in the deck to be to get a lot of use out of her.
But guess what? There's a bunch of Empower cards in this set.
Yeah, and you get empower cards outside of her normal colors. So there might be an empower card in the rest of the color pool that can like super like really what you want is something that empowers and disempowers so it by itself can be an engine for her. Because you want to be able to consistently activate her.
I think, well, I think it's in the yellow and orange colors that they have that a lot of.
Yeah.
Or multiple empowers, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, yellow and orange does have a bunch of empower stuff. So
guys, I
because
think
of
it depends on the
her
card pool.
because of her mom, Mbessa, who is also an empower legend, which is a cool flavor thing because they both have that same first line of text. They're both when you empower something else, empower me. So, but yeah, we can. Before we move on to Mbessa, what do you think about Mel? I mean, you said she had aura. Would you play this?
I would play her. I think that the effect is simple enough to where it could work with a lot of things, especially because the set is very empowered focused. So I mean, I would definitely run it. I got the cards.
What about you?
It doesn't matter the card pool. I'm windmill slamming Mel, dude. I'm windmills.
You don't mess with Mel?
Dude, I can't like that effect is so good. And
the -2.
if you like, it does not matter.
It's
It does
good, it's
not
just good.
matter. It's just good.
Yeah.
Like you can't. I mean, it's not a reaction.
No.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter because it's
simple
just
and
good.
it's good.
It's
Yeah.
just good.
I've been playing some Mel and Constructed. Our buddy that we mentioned before, Enrique, that I did the 2v2 event with, he sent me a Mel list that he's been brewing up, and I was testing it earlier today, actually. And that deck, man,
Pretty good.
it pisses people off. I'll tell you, when you play against a green player and you have your blue Mel empowered in base that says your spells can't be countered. I had a Nasus player that I was playing against who typed in the chat. He was like, "I've been staring at these 3 Defies fans since turn 3," and I'm like, "Sorry, man."
Bro, he's playing Pack of Wonders.
And then because it's hard to deal with her because I mean, at least in that color, he doesn't have anything that like snipes her in the back line, so you have to charm her up, and then she has her signature spell is Defy on crack, so. She's actually better than I thought. I thought she was gonna be not worth checking out, but
wait, like actually?
No, I
In
thought she was
Constructed.
gonna be a worse.
No, I
player.
know. Like even in constructed, you actually thought that she was gonna be bad.
yeah,
Really,
dude, look at her effect.
Get -2. That's broken.
I mean,
But you know what Ezreal says? Draw a card.
so
You can't.
I
You
don't see your
can't,
point.
Yeah.
activate it. You can't activate it more than once, right? When she's
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's like you only get 1 -2, right?
Mhm.
yeah.
And then
I
you
don't care.
Dude, Ari's just better.
No,
Ari's
but you
is a better
tempo your
effect.
opponent. You can tempo your opponent better, and like blue purple's whole thing.
She's being carried very heavily by her signature spell. I'll say that, at least in my early testing.
Okay.
The signature spell is doing a lot of the heavy lifting.
But the color combo, like you have Hui, you have the new
Yeah.
Stellarcorn, you got like Ride the Wind.
You know what
You
actually
got-
is crazy good in her, which I think is going to be crazy good in every blue deck potentially, is that it's a 4-mana 4/4 that says for 3 to empower it, and then while it's empowered, your spells cost 1 mana and 1 energy and 1 power less to a minimum of 1. You remember Vex Cheerless, the purple one
That's
that
Wait,
says
so you
Busted.
just get a wait, but the purple one has to be at base.
it has to be in a showdown. It only happens in a showdown. This one, you just sit in base, and now you have the Vex Cheerless effect. Obviously, Vex Cheerless is better because it makes your stuff
Spells are
one.
up.
Your stuff is 1 and 1 cheaper, and their stuff is 1 and 1 more expensive. This is only a discount for you, but obviously, like, and they stack. So if you can get multiple of them empowered, you know, you get free, almost free rebuke. You know, stuff like basically all the stuff that you would see what Alan ZQ did with Ezreal and Vex Cheerless back in the day. So that
Dude, if you could score points with spells, bro. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah, so anyways, we were supposed to be focusing on pre-rift, and for pre-rift, I'm not a fan of Mel personally.
Yo, no way.
I'm taking
No
her if I
way.
see her. I'm taking her if I see her.
Dude,
Alright,
I'm
you guys
like,
are on.
windmill slam, dude. I've never like slammed something harder than
Mm.
like you
Whoa.
know, like you
Hey,
pick.
you gotta. You gotta
I
hold
mean,
on.
if I get like a crap a ton of empower and minus effects, then maybe. But yeah, for me, I'm gonna pass. Let's go to her mom now, the Mbessa, the matriarch
Still
of
haven't seen
war.
Arcane.
I'm slamming Mbessa.
we haven't even read the card.
Mbessa, this is our orange yellow legend for this set. Says, like I said, same thing as Mel. When you empower something else, empower me. And then her effect, disempower me and pay a power to ready a unit.
That seems too expensive.
She's aggressive as hell though. Like
Really?
the being able to ready stuff, like the turn, she can accelerate anything.
Yeah.
So
That's pretty broken.
she's pretty good. I mean, I played her today also in some online testing, and I was having a lot of fun with this.
How do you
Like
manage her
I
energy?
haven't played an orange yellow deck yet. Like I didn't play Fiora. I didn't play Set. What's the other one?
Poppy.
I didn't play Poppy, but Mbessa. like, whoa, this one I might actually mess with this colors finally. She's pretty fun.
Whoa.
Yeah, whoa.
Oh god.
So
What about
said,
you? You said this is ass?
I didn't say it was ass. I just said it seems expensive.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know how I would manage the energy.
It is
I'm not
expensive.
Very familiar with the card pool though. I don't.
No, it is expensive. I agree. Like that was the only concern I had while playing the deck in Constructed was how power hungry it is.
But if you had seals,
Yeah. but for the sake of Pre-Rift where we don't have seals, I still think it'll probably be strong. I mean, we talked about how important tempo is in a limited format, and being able to just haste anything like that can be really strong. And obviously, this becomes infinitely more powerful when you have access to the entire card pool, not just orange and yellow. There's probably some synergies with this that are crazy. Like, for instance, there's that yellow or red, the red 3 mana 3/3. I can't remember its name right now, but it says when I attack, ready something else.
oh,
So imagine being
crazy.
able to play orange, yellow, red, and now you're like, play her, Mbessa, ready her, go in, ready something else. Like she can maybe get really
if you
aggressive.
see that card, you just have to take
Yeah.
it, right?
yeah,
I'm a fan of Mbessa. I think she'll probably be good in limited.
I'm on the fence just because of how expensive she is. I think that it could really cook you if you're not paying attention.
I think this is like close to Windmill Slam,
Mm.
but it just depends on what I see, I guess, because you can't have like
also
a power.
you also need a lot of empower cards. I
Wait.
forgot to mention that because obviously, like Mel, you have to empower something to empower her to be able to use her effect.
Wait, so you're saying that to choose the legend, it depends on what card you draw?
Hey,
what
that
you're
is
saying?
not what I'm saying. I mean,
Oh.
yes, but at the same time, at the same time, chill on me
Mm.
because
You're saying that choosing the legend depends on what cards you draw from the pack?
That is exactly what I'm saying.
This is how you conquer and climb right here.
Conquer and climb on my nerves.
So what do you think? Are you picking Mbessa?
Yeah, I'd pick Mbessa. I'd pick Mbessa, but I'd like be like tiptoeing it because I don't want a lot of cards. Like if my entire card pool, I look at them like the best cards in my pool have power cost. I am not picking Mbessa.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if I look at my card pool and I have a lot of free power cards, this is perfect because there's a lot of games sometimes where I'll be playing Constructed Riftbound and I'm like, man, I have so many runes.
You want some
and I don't have
powerless
power.
powerless and power costs as well. Like Kale's a good one because hers is just 3 mana to empower. Anything that doesn't have a cost of power to empower is really good with her. So.
Also, you don't think about like the defensive abilities too, because when you conquer, empower, or use the effects, restand, move.
Yeah, you can use her like Lucian Merciless, the one that like conquer, ready, come back, so you can maintain a board state. Yeah. Kind of. Ironically, I mean we were set. Yeah, we were talking about like themes on the color scheme, and she kind of fits in that a little bit still. So yeah, I think I mean, you're iffy on her.
I'm just worried about the cost.
You're a little less iffy on her. I'm pretty high on her, but overall, I think if you see Mbessa and you have a decent enough empower base, then I would probably run her. And then our last one is the resident Canon Enjoyer's favorite boy, the lightning rat himself, Heart of the Tempest, or purple and yellow. So set aside your constructed knowledge of this deck. Let's just think about it in the limited sense. When you play a card from anywhere other than your hand, empower me. Action, disempower me and tap to give a unit assault 2 this turn. So this is an aggressive legend, and as far as his printed ability goes, it's obviously assault only works on attack, so you're only going to be using this during your turn. And then as far as when you play a card from anywhere else other than your hand to empower it, I guess that would have to be basically exclusively off flow, aside from the chosen champ. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, what do you think about in a limited setting? Does this effect seem worth running like in a limited setting?
Windmill slamming cannon.
You are?
Are you?
No.
Yeah.
Really?
No, I think that the effect is not too costly, but I don't like. I know I said I was looking a lot at the purple and yellow card pool, but when I look at the purple and yellow card pool, there's not a lot of like flow cards. You know what I mean? Like there's flow cards, but there's nothing that I'm like, oh, I need to run that.
But you get a third color.
Yeah, because in Constructed, you're relying on the chosen champ to give better spells flow that ordinarily don't have it.
The thing is, though, what you were saying about the third color, I haven't been looking at the third color, but
Yeah.
the thing is the thing is though, with the third color in mind,
Yeah.
there are like the Akali green cards with flow,
Mhm.
and like there's a couple of other probably cards with flow that seem
Mhm.
really good. The only thing is I don't think they play amazingly with Kennen. I know there was that one Akali card that like lets you do what Akali does, basically, or like prevent damage or something like that, and pull you back. That's not the signature spell,
Mhm.
but it was like one of the first cards previewed.
Okay.
So I can see him being good. I just don't see him in like limited being like a powerhouse. I think that
Yeah.
you need a very specific card pool, and I think that at the same time you're probably not even going to run like the yellow Kennen. The only chosen champion you're going to play is like going to be the purple one, to be
Mhm.
honest. Outside of that, out of the Kennen chosen champions. Outside of that though, you can play the hidden cards though. That's the
Yeah.
other way that you get the empowers through the
Mhm.
hidden
Hidden,
cards.
yeah.
But the thing is that you're not running. There's no fight or flight to pull you back. There's no, you know what I mean. There's nothing
Yeah.
crazy like that that helps you
Yeah.
in
Hidden.
such a way that
Hiddens are good. If you can get a lot of hiddens with the Kennen to keep activating it, would be probably be
Yeah.
pretty strong.
But it is inherently a more aggressive strategy.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing is that you have to maintain aggression with tempo. Like in the end, I think Riftbound's a tempo game.
Mhm.
If I were to make a very bold assessment or a judgment, but Kennen, for example, I don't think is going to be as amazing in limited as it is in constructed. Only because the limited card pool, I didn't see a lot of removal. There's a lot of like exile effect or banish effects. There's just not a lot of good ones. I'd
Yeah.
say.
A
Like,
lot of people said about Kennen even before he was revealed what his effect does, that they're like, it doesn't matter what the legend does. Just the purple yellow card pool is going to be good. You'll play the legend just because of the card pool. And then when Kennen got spoiled, they're like, yeah, I mean, his effect's not that great. Like, I've seen some decks built where they don't even really use it. I mean, obviously it can come up every now and then, but you're really playing him more for the color scheme. So
that's a bold take.
but obviously, in limited, your card quality is generally lower. So being able to get that free +2 might, I mean, that's what makes Master Yi so strong in constructed.
Wait.
Obviously, this is only on attack, but free stats are free stats. So it might be worth playing it still in limited.
Why do you disagree with that? Why do you think that you should always use the hero ability?
Dude, +2 is crazy. +2, you know what +2? You know what also gives you +2? Discipline. You know what also gives you +2? On guard. You know what also gives you +2? Not stupefy. Not stupefy.
So what do you think about the people that are saying not to run it?
They're wrong. They're wrong. They're so wrong.
Let's start a little controversy.
Okay, because when you combine it with cards like Ride the Wind, right, and you're able to with the blue yellow.
We're
Okay,
talking about limp.
I know. Okay, sorry. That'll be for another time.
Yeah.
That'll be for another time. But even in this game's limited format, they have a card that lets you move units across the base. It just says move unit. I don't know exactly what it's called, but it's a purple card that lets you move a 3 power unit or 3 might unit to different battlefields. You remember, and you were like, Ride the Wind's getting banned, and then it didn't get banned.
Oh, I do remember that card. I can't remember what it was called.
Yeah, but it's like as flow
it was
too.
It's like the Twilight Dash card. I can't remember. It's like I remember the artwork.
Yeah. So cards like that, and being able to not even just get +2 from the turn, but +4 for free is nuts. Like, the only disadvantage is the fact that you played an extra card, which isn't a disadvantage because the card gives you... This guy says that spells are always so good, so you have an extra spell, you drew an extra card. Even in limited, I think the hero ability is good. I think that Kennen can be good. I think, though, you need cards that let you free move, you need cards and abilities that let you free move, and you have to be able to play aggressively. The problem, though, that I foresee is that you don't see those cards, you know? Like, you need very like yellow, blue, yellow, purple, red I see working because Zed's also playing a lot from the banish. And I see
I was
yellow,
thinking
purple,
red too,
green.
Also because of Akali, because like that, remember that one spell that like readies a unit and gives it assault 3?
Oh,
so
yeah,
like that in tandem with this 5 assault, like you can
move
play
it across,
really aggressive.
You get +10 for spells is crazy.
Yeah. Sounds like a windmill slam to me.
I would probably play Kennen, but I'm not like super excited to play that legend in limited. Like I would be okay if I ended up not running the legend and just had the like a chosen champ instead. But I mean, it's weird because this like you want to play a legend. Like most people at prior pre-rifts that I've been to, they play a legend every time. Like you very rarely see people not play a legend, and that's because legends are part of the identity of what makes Riftbound. You want to play as your favorite champ. Like you don't want to sit there without a legend. You want to be like, nah, I'm Kennen. So not just play Kennen cards, but like I'm playing Kennen. So.
I gotta hop on the Rift and play more Kennen.
Yeah,
I'm
not sure.
You're a real Riftbound Kennen fan.
I mean, after going over all of them,
probably.
I don't think that like any of them are aside. Okay, I'll say maybe in Nasus. Aside from Nasus, I don't think any of them are like a automatic skip. Like, just don't bother running it. Nasus is the only one I think might fall into that category of just like you're better off not running that legend. The rest of them. Zed maybe too.
Which ones are we thinking are hard? Kennen, Zed, and
no, Kennen I see being easy because of the third color. Now that I think about it, it's just I still wouldn't win Mel. Like if I had to pick between Mel and Kennen, which one do I want more? I'm picking Mel. If I had to pick between Kennen and Mbessa, which one do I like more? I'm picking Mbessa.
Kennen and Nasus? You were picking Nasus.
No, Kennen and Nasus. I'm crumpling up the Nasus and like eating it, dude. I'm like, bro. What does he say? Haw. Like, I don't care. Wither.
Yeah.
Evaporate my Nasus card.
Yeah, I'm thinking overall. I'm trying to make sure that I didn't like forget anything. Oh, specializations. I don't know if I mentioned this, but you can play any specialization. If you want to go back to them real quick, it just go back to the rarity of Epic and we can look at them just for your benefit. But so scroll down. Are they all spells this set? 1, 2,
spells
3,
are so
4,
freaking
5,
good,
6,
dude.
7, 8. They are all spells.
Spells
this
are
set.
so good.
So no signature units, no signature gears this set. I had it clocked to that prior. They're all signature spells this time around. So if you pull a signature spell, obviously this is an epic, so that would be like a high variance W. You got a sig. And the rules
paying off our mortgage.
No, not that. But the rules for signatures in limited are you can run it regardless of what your legend is, as long as it's your colors.
Yo.
And you have a third color.
So if you're playing Kennen, who's purple yellow, and then you like play,
I feel rebuttal, bro.
And you play purple yellow blue, and you pull rebuttal, then you can play rebuttal in Kennen.
That will be my only blue card in that.
Yeah.
That will be my only dude. I'm
So,
gonna
yeah.
make so many people pissed.
That's the only other thing that I thought we should mention. But yeah, I mean, I guess since we're already talking about it and we're like leading into the Vendetta hype, we can just go over the 6 spells real quick, and maybe after that start wrapping it up. We really just we'll close out and make sure we go over any other questions you might have about the pre-rift. But Shuriken Flip is the Akali specialization. This is a signature spell. I should use the right nomenclature. This says deal 1 resource, 1 power. Deal 2 to up to 1 enemy unit at a battlefield, then move a friendly unit. And notably, this card has flow, which means then you can play it from the trash yet again. And this is a pretty strong card. Like 1 mana to ping something for 2 and move a unit. And notably, it does say move a friendly unit. It doesn't say like to that battlefield or anything. So you could throw a shuriken at 1 and run to the other.
Ooh.
Or if you're at 1 battlefield, like say at the start of your turn, you untap your guy, you can use this to shoot a guy at the other battlefield, move it over, it stays ready, win the combat, and then walk it back to base to keep it safe. So this is a pretty good signature spell.
Go.
Yeah, I'm a really big fan of this one. And then let's go to the next one. We got Renekton. So this one is
Dominus.
This is a sick looking card.
Oh,
but this one is a little bit contentious on whether or not it will actually see play.
No, but
this is defiable, so that's kind of a big reason. But also, this is action speed for 4 energy. this turn double a unit's might, then give it for 2 power ready me.
Cut the tape.
So this is a closer card basically because of that effect, that second part where you give it for 2 power ready me. That's not once per turn. So if you have your 6 might Renekton in there or whatever, you play this on him. He goes up to 12. Now he's just a 12 massive beat stick. You throw him in.
Like that.
You run him in, conquer, pay 2, ready him, go back, pay 2, ready him, go in, and you just end the game.
No ganking.
No
ganking, bro.
If you're the orange Renekton, you can get
Oh
ganking.
my gosh! No
Man,
ganking.
I'm just saying, if you
Oh,
end the game with a Dominus like that, that's
I
gotta be
guess
the
I
best
should
thing in the world.
have said this on the last one. Well, let's finish up on this one first. What do you think about this one? Just
it's
since
expensive.
we're kind of going off of everybody's varying skill levels. What is the
The
new
fact
guy?
that it's defiable and then it's kind of.
Oh no, but limited.
No.
Oh,
we're
just in
just
general?
talking about
Oh,
it
okay.
in general
The fact
here.
that it's defiable, it kind of sucks, but it's also just very expensive. So I mean, it's cool. It would be really, really satisfying and hyped to end the game like that.
Yeah.
I just don't see it happening often.
Yeah. Okay. And then what about the shuriken flip? What do you think about that one?
That was just good.
That one.
Yeah, that was
just
good.
yeah, that one just is
That
good,
just
right?
got broken.
Especially since you can play it twice. You
Yeah.
play it, and then if you have the rudes, you're like, I'll just play it from trash again and do it again. So, yeah, let's go to the next one then. Dominus, or actually, what do you already kind of shit on Dominus, but you
No ganking.
Yeah,
That's what I had to say. No ganking.
Yeah, and
Why are we not ganking?
you didn't like the shuriken,
No, the
or
shuriken's-
you do like the
the
shuriken.
shuriken's sick, bro.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
good.
I wish I could play it in canon.
All right, what about Zed? This is Zed's signature spell, Death Mark. This is obviously based off of his ultimate
Aura.
ability in League. It says burn for 2 energy and 1 power. Burn 3. Then play a 0 might shadow clone unit token. Shadow clones say when I attack, you may banish a unit from your trash. If you do, give me assault 4 this turn. So this makes the 0/0 guy a token, and then when that token attacks, you can banish something from a unit from your trash, and now it attacks for 4.
It also has flow.
And then this has flow for 1 energy and 2 power to play it from trash again. So
I mean, it sounds good. It just sounds expensive again.
it is kind of expensive. At least the flow part of it. The initial 2 for 1 is not too bad for what you get out of it.
Yeah.
The burn 3 is relevant, especially if you have trash synergy, which they've shown a lot of. There's
Dumpster diver.
yeah, there's the cards that say if there's a card with my name in the trash, do get an additional bonus effect. There's a red one that says if there's another card with my name in the trash, I enter play ready.
Mhm.
So that's really strong. And then I think there's a purple one that says reduce my cost for every other card with my name in your trash. So it just becomes
I like those
a
cards.
really cheap big unit over time. So
I mean,
the
interaction with
burn
trash is
3
good.
is really relevant, but my only concern is in limited. If you were to pull this, I know we're not talking about limited, but in this context, but if you do pull this in limited, I would be a little bit wary because if you're playing only a 25 card deck, that burn 3 might
Screw you.
might burn you out real quick. I mean, you don't lose the game by decking out in this game, so it may not be the end of the world, but
Still suck.
point tempo is a pretty big deal in limited, so I wouldn't want to give my opponent free points by milling myself out.
But you just win because you get 2 of them. You get 2 units. You get 2 4/4s.
Yeah.
Beast.
It's a good card. I mean, I play it in all the Zed lists I've played. I play it as a 3 of. I've been liking it a lot. So
we're windmill slamming Death Mark.
I love that. I mean, I'm gonna try to play Zed. Obviously, that's the first thing I'm gonna start with once we get into set 4. But I was already showing him earlier that I had was trying out that other version of Kennen that was pretty fun. And then obviously, like I said, I tried out some Mel and some Mbessa. So I'm excited to test everything out. But let's go to the next this is Decane, the Siphoning Strike for Nasus.
Paul.
4 energy spell that says deal 4 to a unit at a battlefield. If you control 7 or more runes, deal 7 instead. When it dies this turn, channel 1 rune exhausted. So it doesn't stack like the Nasus queue in game, where it just keeps getting
Not the stack,
bigger
but-
every time you use it, but it does kind of stack by how it grows in damage. It deals 4, but then after you get to 7, now it deals 7. It's a good removal spell and ramp. I think most every Nasus deck will probably play at least 2 of it, if not the full play set.
It doesn't seem that as good as compared to the other things we've seen already though. Like it just seems like
It's just 4 mana, deal 7 is pretty strong. Like it answers almost every relevant
can it be
unit
blocked?
in the. It can be defied because it is.
Yeah,
a
I was
4
gonna say
cost.
it is Defy.
Bro.
That's
But
like
you're
the
a
biggest
blue-green
downside.
deck. You also have Defy.
No.
Also, because you're blue, I didn't tell this to that Nasus player who was complaining to me when I was playing Mel, but I should have been like, hey, you're blue, you can play Mel too. Because you can put Mel in your Nasus deck and make your siphoning strikes
But he doesn't
uncounterable.
cost 7.
Yeah, what do you think about siphoning strike?
It seems kind of underwhelming, honestly.
Yeah. I think that's been kind of the, like, for Nasus enjoyers from League of Legends, a lot
They're
of people.
kind of bummed about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just need more ramp in that deck, man.
Yeah.
This is the only ramp card I think in blue green.
Well, no, you have to find your center, the 3 mana ramp 1 draw 1. Yeah.
That's like a Lee Sin card.
Or you could play the blue gears that tap for energy. So that was just
Okay,
like
I
pseudo
guess.
ramp.
Well, no, I mean but I need like the actual runes to use my effect.
Oh yeah. Oh, for the untapped. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Come on, man.
All right. So not the biggest high on that one. What about Shen's signature spell, Shadow Dash? 2 energy, 1 power cost. Says move an enemy unit to a battlefield where you have units. If you have exactly 2 units there, they each get +1 this turn. So this is a more expensive charm. You're familiar with charm.
Yeah.
So this one a little bit different than charm because this is supposed to be Shen's taunt, which if you're familiar with League, he dashes through you, taunts you, you have to attack him. That's kind of what this is. It doesn't give you the dash ability. That would have been cool. I would have liked it if this unit or if this allowed you to move a guy, but this only charms guys into your thing. So you know how like in the past when you were playing the Ari deck, like you can charm one of their guys off the base back to the battlefield.
Yeah.
You can't do that with this. This is
You can go arena to
strictly
arena.
like an aggressive one to pull in a unit to kill it.
Okay.
And notably, that obviously synergizes with the legend giving something tank. So, like, if you have your 2 guys there, like this wants you to do, or if you have exactly 2 guys there, they also both get a +1/+1 for the turn. You can give the one that is not going to die tank, you know. So, I think this card got a lot of hate. I shouldn't say hate, but a lot of people were like, this card's not that great. But really, like, it has flow. The flow's kind of expensive.
Dude,
Five
it's 5
energy and
Yeah.
2 power. But I think that goes to show how valuable they think the effect is. Like charming something in, because that's the
I think
most.
they kneecapped it. By
That's
making it so
the most
expensive.
common use of charm though, is as a removal spell.
Yeah.
Like you use charm to end the game sometimes where you push something back or get something out of the way. But most of the time when people use charm, it's to pull something in and kill
The
it.
charm's so versatile. That's what makes it.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
And this is like very limited.
This is not the greatest card, I think, out of the signature spells, but I think this one gets a little bit more hate than it deserves. It's not the worst.
I think it's just underwhelming again. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's maybe better than
I'm
Siphon
sick of
Strike.
needing to get like full value with Shen cards with Shen and like some Poro making out on the base, dude. Like why do I need 2 units on every base for Shen? Like I know it's like in the theme of Shen, but at the
Yeah.
same time I'm like, come on, man.
Alright.
Like let me get full value off my card with just like my stalwart Poro. Why do I need Shen and the stalwart Poro? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, when
it's just annoying because there's more setup.
Because it's also exactly 2. You know what I mean? It's not just
2 or more.
It's not just 2 or more.
No, I know, but like the +1 thing is like, I mean, if that comes up, it comes up. Like I said, what I was getting at is, it's a 1 more expensive charm, and charm is a really good card. So if you see this in limited, this is going to be crazy, I think.
Oh yeah.
But
I know.
outside of limited, like in CC, I think Shen decks will still probably. Sorry, I said CC. In constructed, then Shen decks will still probably play this. But we can go to who's next, Jace. So
Oh, that's kind of fun.
Acceleration Gate. This is his E from League of Legends. His little gate that speeds up his shock blast and lets him run faster when he goes through it. The 3 energy, 1 power cost, ready up to 4 units, gear, and or runes.
That's so versatile.
Yeah, this is the card that enables the infinite combo.
It's too good.
That's
It might
crazy.
be too good.
It's okay. I'm not like
It's
excited.
okay. It's so versatile. You'd be able to use it in like every match, and
You
then it's
get a
just
ramp.
good.
You can get a ramp out of it. Yeah,
You can take
get
back
+1 rune.
runes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You just keep putting down units or gear.
It's free.
and it also is defiable. So just keep that in mind.
But it is free though.
Yeah.
If it resolves. It's free if it resolves.
Yeah.
But if it doesn't resolve,
Well, it's
Like-
free if it resolves if you if you use 3 of them for runes, and then the 4th one you can use to like ready a guy or something. But yeah, I think it's fine. I'm just not like, oh, this is the best card ever. I'm playing Jace because of this card. Which
I mean, it makes it more attractive.
if
for sure.
if you're playing the infinite strategy based on this card, then sure. But outside of that, I'm like, yeah, it's fine. What about you? You like it?
I think it's good. Yeah. I think
Yeah.
It's, general value.
I think it's all right.
Versatile.
But yeah, I think it's good. But at the same time, yeah, I just think it's good.
Yeah.
It's free if it resolves. You're right. It's defiable, but
I mean, it'd
General
be cool.
value
I mean,
versatile.
if you have like, in the rare scenario where like you're on like 6 points or whatever, and you move all your guys into one base for like a giga hold, it could be cool where like they can't break your board, and then next turn you hold to 7, move all your guys back, and then ready them all up and throw them in there. So
yeah.
it has some potential cool uses, but we can move on to our next signature spell. This one is the one that we were hyping up before for Mel. Rebuttal. 1 energy, 1 resource cost, reaction speed spell. Choose a spell with energy cost no more than 4 energy. You may pay a power. If you do, gain control of it, and you may make new choices for it. Otherwise, just counter it. So for 1 mana and a power, it's a defy. Negate, but notably, 4 energy or less is the only stipulation.
Yeah.
Defy is 4 energy or less and no more than 1 power.
Mhm.
So this can
It
stop
gets better.
This can stop Falling Star. This can stop Rebuke. This can do a lot. And
You can retarget.
and
redirect.
and because of the additional
Yeah.
power cost, you can also steal it.
That's
so this
that's
is
really
this is a
freaking good.
crazy
Spells are
power.
so freaking good.
Yeah,
dude.
this is
Oh
you
my
might be the
God.
Mel enjoyer.
I'm playing Mel, guys.
Yeah,
I hate this game.
that card is very strong.
You know what?
Holy
I quit
smoke.
Riftbound.
Yeah. See, what you're gonna do is you're gonna play Pre-Rebuttal, and then you're gonna play Heedless Resurrection, so you can Heedless Resurrection out your Fizz to play Rebuttal during your opponent's turn. Yeah.
No, you can't play Fizz at instant speed.
What?
You can't play Fizz at instant
Heedless
speed.
Heedless Resurrection.
That's what it does. It basically.
Reaction speed, kill a unit, and then summon a unit with cost equal
So
or
you have
less
to
from the
vote.
trash.
Oh,
So like they go to freaking Falling
Mel might be
Star.
the goat.
Like imagine if they go to Falling Star your guy, and then you're like, actually I'll Heedless Resurrection, bring out Fizz, and I'll rebuttal your Falling Star.
I'd be pissed.
Do you think
Yeah.
Mel's gonna be getting constructed? Mel the
Uh,
goat.
well, from what I've played so far, I think she's going to be better than I originally thought. But the signature spell is the main reason. That card is goated. I think we're all in agreement that
Yeah, it's really
that might be the most powerful signature spell in the set until we get to the last one, which is our homeboy's favorite. But before we get to that, let's get to Hamama's signature spell.
Hamama.
Public Execution, Embessa's signature spell. 2 energy, 1 power, same cost as Shen spell, same flow cost as Shen spell. Wink, wink. I'm not leading the narrative here at all. Choose a friendly unit, kill an enemy unit with less might than it.
That's pretty great. You can't. I mean, you can't beat that.
It's just challenge, yeah, like a worse challenge, or not worse, but
Well, challenge you trade if you.
yeah, if they like buff it
Yeah.
over it or whatever.
This is just better.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, it's not.
As a card, it's just good though.
It's
It's,
just
like
it's
good.
just really good.
Yeah.
yeah, it's good. But the reason I was leading the narrative a little bit is same cost as Shen's, same flow cost as Shen's, is because
It's expensive.
in
It's good.
practice they essentially do the same thing. Like the times that you would be using Shen's signature spell to charm something into your guy is when it has more might than a guy to kill it. Which
Oh, this is better then. I mean, no. The Shen spell is better then
why
because it has additional upside.
exactly.
So, plus the Shen ability.
But the difference being is that this one
So this
So-
one's also just worse than Charm.
No, this one's different because so the upside for the Shen one is the getting that +1 might buff. The
Yeah.
upside for this is that it doesn't have to be at a battlefield. So if you have a big idiot in base, you can kill one of their guys like anywhere.
Shen is he doesn't have access to Charm.
He does.
Yeah,
He's
he
in
does.
green. Yeah. So
I think it's different
Um,
for this color scheme because it's adding that kind of effect to this color.
yeah,
pool.
this isn't a charm like Shen's. Obviously, this
Yeah.
is just a straight up kill spell. But I mean, this is obviously good. But I just wanted to kind of give Shen a little bit of leeway there on his sig spell because they're kind of doing the same thing.
I don't know.
Well, no, because you have to have 2 guys at a battlefield.
You don't have to have 2. You only have to have 1 guy.
Yeah,
The
I
same
know, but like
the same way you only have to have 1 guy for this.
I know, but like max value. You know what I mean?
I think the value in this is that it's introducing a moving unit to you.
For Shen,
To
this
the-
one doesn't move anything.
Well, I mean, you're just killing it, right? So
Yeah.
it's like you're just removing a unit for.
I guess you get defied. I mean, not defied. You get disciplined either way.
yeah, I mean the only thing is like the difference would be like based on the battlefield. If you're being the Shen thing, charming can be relevant for causing a showdown, making an attacker defender, stuff like that on defend triggers. This is just kill something, so doesn't have any of those fringe benefits, but great spell. And now we can go to the final one, which is of course Kennan's signature spell, Lightning Rush. We got another version of Stack Deck as a signature spell. Look for 1 mana, 1 energy rather. Look at the top 3 cards of your main deck. You may choose a card from among them and draw it. Put the rest into your trash. And then it also has Flow 2 and 1 power, so you could do it
Whoa.
again. So nice, you could do it twice. This is a great card. I arguably the best card, the best sig spell, just because of what it enables for that deck. Because it's already a purple deck that has Stack Deck. Now you have 9 copies of Stack Deck. You throw Fizz in the mix, you got even more. This is a very strong card.
Broken.
Yeah. What do you think?
It looks good.
Yeah.
It looks good.
I mean, you haven't played purple, I guess, so this isn't really up your wheelhouse just yet. But
Broken.
yeah, this guy's in love with it. He's going to be trying to pull all 3 copies ASAP. But I like the flavor text. It's just Kennen. I am the wind. The lightning, because this is his E
Yeah.
when he runs around
Oh,
all
dude, I
electric.
hate
Yeah. Yeah. Freaking sprints through you and then stuns you. Yeah, I mean, I don't think
That's
there's
your goat, bro.
I don't think there's much
That's
that
my
needs to
king.
be said.
My
This
glorious
is
king.
a great card. So let's go back real quick and I don't know let's just say, what's your favorite signature spell after you've seen all of them now?
Mel's.
Mel's. All
Yeah.
right.
I like
Figures.
Lightning Rush though.
Lightning Rush.
I think if Mel counters my Lightning Rush, I'm pissed, but I'm like,
It's all right.
sure, I don't care. I can play it back.
Yeah, I think if I were to pick my favorite, like just off of the what the card does and the flavor and everything, how cool it is, I think I'd actually pick Shuriken Flip. I really like the throwing the Shuriken
sounds
and
really cool
moving.
too, yeah.
It feels very Akali. It's very cool. But yeah, that's all the signatures. So we went over all the legends. We went over all the signature spells. We didn't do the chosen champs, but that's okay. I guess before we move on to wrapping things up, the main topic of the pod was your question about what to expect at Pre-Rift. Is there anything, any other questions regarding Pre-Rifts that you still have lingering, or anything else you're curious about, or what are your expectations going into the Pre-Rift?
I'm expecting the 3-0.
Nice.
Get all the prize packs or whatever. Do you get prize packs?
Oh, you do get a ribbon promo that we went over it in the spoiler,
Just for rolling
in
up
the
or for winning?
Just for rolling up. Yeah, so you get that 3-crossed green ribbon that we saw, the one that has Weapon Master, and when it attacks, it deals damage equal to the amount of weapons it has equipped. So you get one of those for free. It does say on the website that you don't get to play with those in your pool.
Bruh.
However, at the last 2 sets Pre-Rifts that I've done at our locals, they have allowed you to play with the promo. They let us play with the Yone. They let us play with the Ash.
Dude, I'd be pissed
Um,
if I put it
So I'm assuming, yeah, dude, the Ash was annoying because everyone was running it as their chosen champ so that they could just mind, whatever that's,
Scum.
whatever that dot sees you.
Actually, it's not Pillar's one. I don't even know. Kitesail Freebooter. Kitesail Freebooter.
Way over my head. I just know Thoughtseize, man. That's the only. But yeah. So you don't have anything else in regards to Pre-Rift?
No. We get an extra color, and if we remove our champion or our legend, we get an extra draw at the beginning. It's gonna be best of 3 again, right?
Yeah.
Best of 3.
Oh,
3
actually,
matches.
they might do best of 1. I don't remember if they did best of 3 last time, but either way,
Could be there.
most people are probably gonna do well. Yeah, I don't remember actually. Maybe it was best of 1, so that they weren't trying to be there all night.
Yeah.
But it's a fun format. I think you guys are gonna have a lot of fun. So what's your goal as far as like what you're trying to learn out of the Pre-Rift? Are you like do you think this is gonna be something to like help you learn the card pool? Like, are you
Yeah,
gonna
of
sit
course.
down and
Read all the cards.
read
yeah.
everything and try to, because this will, like you mentioned before, that you haven't done much deck building, so this will be your first like foray into deck building on the fly, which is pretty fun. So
trying to keep everything fresh,
yeah,
for the stories.
I look forward to judging the deck that you make.
Yeah, I'll keep it as it is. I'll bring it in so you can judge it.
And then
I want to try new color too, because I've done green blue, I've done green yellow, I think.
oh, and for the runes, I didn't mention this before, but you don't have to run all 3 rune colors. Meaning that if you're playing Kennen and your 3rd color is red and you don't have any red power costs in your deck, all of your runes can be purple and yellow and you can still play red cards.
Okay.
Like, you don't have to run that rune color to utilize that color. So just one other little caveat I thought of that might come up as a question, but
to answer you though, I want to try out a purple or an orange deck, ideally.
okay, cool. Yeah, because you've been mostly blue, green, yellow, right? Yeah. So
And I tried a little bit of red with
with Draven, which is red purple, but
I didn't really see any purple.
Yeah, you were leaning heavy on, and when I watched you play, it was like a lot of red.
Super heavy red.
Yeah. So, yeah. What about you? This is your first Pre-Rift too, so.
They used to call me the Limited Legend. So
who called you that, bro?
Everyone. But I like Limited a lot. Limited is probably my favorite way to play card games. I enjoy drafting. I'm excited. I just enjoy Limited. So I would like to go 3-0. I will temper my expectations.
You will go 3-0.
No. I will temper my expectations.
You will.
I would like to go 3-0, but I will temper my expectations, and I am looking forward to a clean 2-1 for the Limited Legend.
Bro does not know how to shoot for the stars.
I am the Limited Legend, but not in Riftbound yet.
Are you gonna try to lean specifically into anything? You're just gonna wing it and go with whatever you get?
Yeah, honestly, all except for like, if I pull Nasus, I'm crying. But I'm hoping that I get at least I'm hoping to get Kennen, because like, I know I didn't say Windmill Slam, but
you did.
Yeah. he's cool. He seems cool. It'd be fun to build him in a limited format. But I'm not leaning towards anything. I'm keeping an open mind. I'm gonna read all the cards.
You know what? Real quick, take off that spell filter just real fast for the sake of, because since we're already looking at epics. I want to just see if there's any. So these are all the epic cards. Wow, you know what? I had thought I had heard a sentiment from someone saying that, like, there isn't really any like cool bomb cards to pull in this set like there was last set, where you're like, I got Baron, I got Viamon, I got freaking Elder Dragon. And looking at the epic list now, I'm not gonna say that I entirely disagree. Like, nothing is really standing out to me that I'm like, oh man, I hope I pull this card. So like,
dude, how much surprise?
At least not in that way. But yeah, I mean, there's some great cards in here for sure. But if you're just looking at this real quick, if there is one chase card you could pull out of these,
Helmet Suppression.
Yeah,
Helmet Suppression.
What's that one right there? The fourth one on the top.
The Heron.
What is that?
The Nasus Spatial.
That looks pretty cool.
Nasus Special. Yeah, this one is interesting. I actually played against a Nasus deck earlier today that was playing with this card and using Spellsonger. It's a gear that says while it's attached to a unit, it copies the unit's text, so you basically double up on the effect.
Ooh.
So this guy's effect is when you play your first card each turn. If I'm at a battlefield, your next card this turn costs 2 power and 2 energy less. So with Spellsogger, it costs 4
That's
or
pretty
less.
freaking good, dude.
So this guy hit me with
Time warp.
Yeah, time warp for 6 energy, and then next turn plays a stupefy on something, and then does time warp for 6 again.
Astral
I was
Heron
like,
to go.
oh wow! So this card's kind of cool
Hey,
actually.
but it's not GG yet, right?
So maybe that'll be your chase card if you get
Really
lucky
cool.
enough to pull an Astral Heron. And then you said,
Helm
your
of Suppression.
Helm of Suppression or your Purple Cannon, I imagine.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That guy.
And then for me, like out of all of these epics, I think I like. I mean, oh man, you know what? Actually, not pictured here. My chase card would be any of the rival arts. You've seen
Oh, yeah.
the ones I was
Those are
sharing.
sick, yeah.
If I could pull any of those overnumber rival artworks, I would be super over the moon. Especially like the Swain, man, bro. Swain looks so sick. But yeah, all of those rival artwork cards are really cool chase cards to
Super
set
sick.
that I'm really looking forward to.
Just art cards, though, right?
Yeah. That's just an overnumber, yeah. So just alternate art. They're not like different.
Super sick.
Yeah. So I think that about wraps it up for this week's episode. We got a little bit of a pre-rift primer for our first time pre-rifters. Went
That's what we're
over.
gonna call it from now on. Pre-rift primer.
Yeah, we went over what to expect and just general idea for what we're gonna do going into this weekend. You're just doing the one.
Yeah, I think so.
And then
I'll probably do both.
do both? Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna try
Right
to
back
do.
with Kenan again.
Yeah,
Not
I'm
the
gonna try to
worker.
do as many as I can. I'm gonna try to not hoodwink. I shouldn't say that because that implies that they'd have a bad time. I think everybody I could get to come would have a great time. So I'm gonna try to get some other people to
Limited is
come
the best
with me.
format.
And I mean, it is fun. Like it's like a level playing field. You don't have to come in and feel, especially
you know
at
what
a
else
pre.
is fun? Getting money.
Yeah, but compared to like going to a locals where like you're playing against people that might have optimized decks and know the game more than you and
Yeah.
stuff like that. When you go to a pre-rift,
Everyone's
it's
new.
everybody's first time touching these cards in person. So
The appeal of the Wild West you were talking about, episode 1.
yeah, exactly.
Yep.
So I'm gonna try to get some more people to come, but I think we can head on over to closing things out. How far did we get on this bad boy? Is this one of our longer ones? That's about the average. We've been doing these around an hour, 15 hour, 20 each week. So
We're shooting for 4 hours an episode.
We're almost there.
yeah. So we'll close it out. If you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments.
I will be the one answering because I am the expert.
Yeah, we've been dying to get some questions just to have some interaction with the community, get you guys' burning questions going. But yeah, drop a like, sub, all that good stuff. We'll be back to see you guys all next Thursday, every Thursday, Conquer and Climb.
Don't forget to
Conquer
And
climb.
Oh, we're so tough.